Hey boos, what is up? It is Sammie, and as you could tell by the title of this video, this is how I gained my confidence and how I became SammieBoo. And if you guys want some more tea about me, then keep on watching. So back in middle school, America's Next Top Model was a big deal, okay? And I remember I loved taking pictures of myself because I had just got a laptop and I was on it, honey. I was snapping pictures left and right, okay? And I was watching America's Next Top Model and I was watching Tyra Banks teach me how to smize, and just like I was really practicing, like I was in it to win it. I was in the competition actually, okay? You couldn't tell me nothing. But I remember Whitney joining and I was so hyped because she was like the first plus size person that I seen in a competition full of skinny people. So that was a big deal to me. And I remember as a kid, I would practice the easy breezy beautiful cover girl. I would practice my smize. I would practice my walk. I had these ugly heels that I loved at the time, and I was practicing my walk, honey. You could not tell me that I was not in that competition. There was nothing you could tell me. Like literally nothing. I would not listen to you. I was in it to win it, okay? And that's kind of how everything started almost. In high school, I remember I was in an abusive relationship. I was cheated on constantly, and yeah, there was a couple fights here and there. And he always made me feel like crap. Like, in all honesty, he made me feel like complete crap. And once I eventually decided to end the relationship, I needed to find myself again. I guess you could say that that's, as a 16-year-old, that's what I had to do. And so I remember looking at all the other skinnier girls who had boyfriends or, just was that girl. And I was very upset that I didn't look like that. And I was very upset that I couldn't wear the clothes that they got to wear. And so I kind of went into a depression, and I would stay out like all hours of the night, literally, and then go to school the next day, or just not even go to school. I would stay up all night, and one of the YouTubers that I was like the biggest fan of back in like 2010, 2011 was Grace Victory. And I love her to this day. She is one of the most influential people I have ever come across in my entire life. So she had like YouTube videos of like get ready with me's and just how to be more confident and all that good stuff. And of course I stayed up like all night binge watching like all the time. I was in it. Like I loved her and I still love her. And she kind of like introduced me to Forever 21. I, as a plus size girl and in high school, I didn't really know what clothes were out there for me. I didn't really know about Forever 21. I didn't know about like G Stage Love. I didn't know about a lot of clothing companies because I was always just like going to Walmart and buying just some jeans and a ugly graphic t-shirt. I was that girl. I was that girl. I had graphic t-shirts, especially Tinkerbell, because I love Tinkerbell. I had Tinkerbell t-shirts, and I just wore like regular schmegular blue jeans. Like nothing too cute at all. Like, in all honesty, I looked like trash. Compared to today, I look like trash. And as soon as she introduced me to Forever 21, I like told my mom, like, hey mom, can you buy me these clothing items? And it kind of took off from there. I started dressing a little bit cuter. I don't know how to put it. Something just like clicked in my mind, honestly. Like after coming out of that abusive relationship, something clicked into my mind, and I was just like, you know what, like if I want to wear a bodycon skirt, and that's when bodycon skirts was popping, honey. I'm talking the cheetah print, I'm talking the floral, like multicolors. Like looking back at those skirts, okay, they're ugly. I don't know what's happening back in the day, but no, I wish somebody would have told me no. I just wish they never came out. Honestly, those were so ugly. They are still ugly. I think they're so ugly. You can think that they're not, but I think they're ugly. And if you think they're ugly, please tell me down in the comments below. But I think they're ugly. These skirts, okay, they were so popping. They were so popping where I lived, and they were popping. If you had those skirts, you were popping, honey. And so I wanted them. I wanted those skirts so bad. So I finally found a website, I think it was Deb Shops, who had those skirts in my size, because where I lived, the mall is trash for one, and two, they didn't have plus size stores here at all. Like, you had Walmart and maybe JCPenney's. Like, you didn't have much. As time went on, I found my best friend in high school. Her name is Jazz, and I don't know how I even gravitated to her. I can't even really remember how we became friends, other than like I think we had class together, and though I was going through a lot in my life, like bullying and stuff, she never really treated me like that, and I think that that's why I gravitated to her so much. We were so much alike, and she's part of the reason I am me. So thank you so much, Jazz, for that. But she kind of like encouraged me to, or influenced me. She influenced me to start dressing nicer. Such as, like, I remember for Spirit Week, I think it was Twin Day or something like that, me and her had like almost identical outfits. We had like the black leggings with we had this blue collared shirt, and we tucked it in her pants, and we had like black shoes, and it was like a whole thing. Like, that was my buddy, that was my person, that was my best friend, that was like everything to me. She was everything to me. She never, I think the reason why I loved her so much and I made it through high school was because she never made fun of me, and she never looked at me as different. I was, you know, in a group full of bougie, stuck up, rude, swore that they were the shit people. Okay, that was the group that I hung out with, and I honestly feel like a lot of them talk shit about me behind my back, which is fine, you know, because here I am today and here they are now. But she was one of those people that just like didn't. She was one of those people who, like, she was like, Sam, come on, let's go do this, and Sam, let's go do that. Like, she got me out, and she introduced me to life, because I was just this tomboy who didn't really have friends like that. I mean, I had friends, don't get me wrong, I had friends, and I was friends with multiple different groups, but my main group was that bougie, stuck up group, and I just felt like I was, you know, being mistreated. Not to mention my abusive ex was in that group too. So it was just like a whole lot of drama. My entire high school was drama, and I hated it. And that's one of the reasons why I never really went to school. But Jazz, she just took me out of everything. She like introduced me to like the bougier, fancier, like you can do this too side, and I appreciated that. I just wasn't accustomed to that lifestyle. And my best friend at the time, we were in a class called digital imaging, and that was basically a Photoshop class. And I just remember one day we went outside, and I had on this white peplum top with a black leather skirt, and I just remember I was feeling myself, honey. You could not tell me that I was not cute that day, honey. I was in it. And yeah, that's kind of like the first day where I was just feeling myself. I felt like a whole new person, and that was like, I considered that day the day that I became SammieBoo. Fast forward into college, I went to community college, and me and my ex had broken up, and I was going through it, and I needed to rebrand myself, and I just needed to feel a little bit better about myself. So I remember I took a picture, and I'll insert it again. I took a picture, and I was in a sports bra from Forever 21, and I think it said like no days off or something like that. And I was in some Walmart black panties, and I just took a picture of myself in the mirror. That was it. And I got like 300 likes. That was a big deal to me, okay? That was the biggest deal ever in my life. And I was like, oh snap, like I'm getting, you know, attention from guys. Girls are telling me I look cute, and like my body, people were commending me for showing my body. Like, I'm not telling anybody to like flaunt their body on social media. If that's something that you don't want to do, then don't do it. But I was getting messages from tons of girls like, oh my gosh, your body's great. I'm so glad that you love yourself enough to do that, this, that, and the third. And it really like boosted my confidence. It really made me feel like I was making a difference. And I just knew from that point that there was no going back to the old graphic tee and jeans type of chick, okay? It was no, she was dead and gone. Dead and gone, dead and gone. Okay, but she was gone, honey. And I mean, it just started from there. Like, it kept going. I kept going. I kept taking pictures. I remember I made this like sappy post on Instagram where I was just like, I love myself. I love me. I love all of me. This is how I was created. This is how I'm made. This is, you know, I don't sit at, I know, okay, the trolls think that I sit at home 24/7 and I stuff my face with cake. I know that that's what y'all think. I know that that's what y'all envision me doing, but that's not true. Like, I'm just big, I'm just fat, I'm just me, and I can't help it, and I'm not apologetic for it, and I don't really care about your opinions, and that's just how that is. So sorry, had to go on a tangent real quick. I'm happy that that's my journey, and I'm happy that I kind of am out of that dark place in my life. I'm very thankful for the people that I've come across in my life, that have supported me and that, you know, encourage me to still be myself. At the end of the day, that's all you can be. Like, you can try to be other people. It ain't gonna work because they're meant to be themselves and you are meant to be yourself. So my tip and trick for you guys is to accept yourself. If you cannot accept yourself because you just hate the way that you look, then you need to change it. Change yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, okay? I had to do it. I went through it. You know, I went through the red hair with the piercings phase and all of that good stuff. And, you know, then I evolved into what you guys see today. Everybody is always evolving. I know, and I feel it, that I'm going to evolve again. But you actually have to take those steps. You can't just sit here and think about it and be like, oh, I wish, and da-da-da. Like, you actually have to do the work. If you see yourself with pink hair, you see yourself with tattoos, then I expect you to go out there and get pink hair and tattoos. I promise you, as soon as you start to become the person that you've always wanted to be, everything else is just gonna like fall into place. Your confidence is just going to skyrocket. It's going to feel amazing, and tons of people are gonna compliment you. Even if you get looks and stares and stuff like that, that's because they're haters. Literally, they're haters, and they're upset that they can't dye their hair pink, and they're upset that they don't have tattoos. Like, literally, it sounds so like, oh, why would they be so upset at somebody? That's their choice. The trolls on social media hate when people are living their best lives. I get hate on social media all the time for being fat and loving myself. Now, the trolls can sit here and say that I'm fat and I'm ugly and this and that, but in reality, they're upset because they are not happy with themselves, and they're over here trying to, you know, reach beauty standards and try to be accepted by other people. They want to be liked by other people. That's basically their goal. They are upset that they are not liked by many, and they're upset that they have to accommodate other people in their lives and other people in the world to So like I was saying, they're upset that they have to basically become somebody who they don't want to be in order to be accepted by the rest of the world. when I post myself on social media, I already know I'm getting backlash by the Twitter doctors and by social media doctors on, you know, my weight is just so big and I'm going to die tomorrow and like all of that. But like in reality, they're upset, okay, that I have the confidence, that I'm confident enough to post my fat body on social media. Now, there's tons of other fat people who say the same thing as far as, oh, why is she doing that? And I'm so happy I lost the weight because I just feel so much better about myself. That's good for you. You had to lose the weight to feel good about yourself. Honey, I don't have to. I love myself. I'm beautiful. I'm confident. I'm gorgeous. Like, you had to do that so that you can be liked by others. I'm sorry. Can't relate. I don't know what you want from me. When I posted this 6-second video, and I'm gonna try to include it up here, I posted that video on Twitter, not thinking that I would get, you know, retweets or anything like that. I only had like 1,000 followers, and somehow that video went viral, and I got tons of positive comments from amazing people. And then of course I had the negative people. And as time went on, you know, I was cussing them out. I was telling them about themselves and all of that stuff. And then something clicked in my head and I just started telling people to find peace. I kid you not, people were like, I hope that I do find peace. And, you know, some of them even apologized to me because I was being so like sincere and nice to them. I don't care to fit into society's club. I don't care to fit into the small waist, big hips and butt. I don't give two fucks to fit in that way. Trolls find me somehow on social media all the time, and I get people sending me, you know, pictures of what this person said and all this other stuff. And at this point, I just don't care. Okay, at this point, I just don't give a fuck because you are not happy with yourself. I can't fix that and I'm not going to fix it. I have my own self to worry about. My life doesn't revolve around y'all and y'all's opinions, okay? I just don't care that much, okay? I love everybody that loves me, and for those who don't love me, that's okay. Not everybody is gonna love me. I'm okay with that. This is your life, okay? Yours, nobody else's. There's only one of you. There's only one of you with that smile, with that eye color, with that hair color, with that scar on your face, with, you know, the scar on your knee, with anything. There's never going to be another one of you ever again, ever again, never, ever, never, ever again. Listen to me. So why are you guys wasting your precious life and your precious time on people who are negative? Like, why? There's never going to be another SammieBoo, okay? Nobody's going to have this face with this hair color, with these eyes, with this eyebrow. I even have a scar on my eyebrow. Like, nobody's going to ever be me. They can copy and duplicate, okay? But it's nothing like the original. So why are you wasting your life hiding yourself? Because you're afraid of what other people have to say about you. They're not you. They're upset that you're out there living your life and they cannot because they're afraid, because they're insecure, because they want to please others, because they, you know, want to be accepted into this society approved group that just doesn't exist. Okay? Why are we normalizing being a certain way when everybody is born different? So I want you guys to think about that, okay? Whoever you believe in, you know, like, your journey was already mapped out for you. Sucks to say, but it was already mapped out for you, and certain things you actually have to go through in order to achieve the goal that you want. So I personally believe that one day I will become a plus size model, and you know, my past history kind of shows that. Like, I started watching America's Next Top Model in middle school and taking pictures of myself, and I have progressed to where you see me now. So I kind of feel like I was meant to do this. I just have to do the work to do it. If you guys enjoyed this video, Make sure to leave me a like, share this video, and subscribe, of course, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.